Welcome! This is Solopreneur Success Strategies, where we talk about mindset, your website, your brand, your social media marketing, your customers, how to sell to your customers, how to find your customers, how to talk about the skills and knowledge you need in your business, and free software and tools to help you save time, money, and be more productive, as well as strategy and systems here on Solopreneur Success Strategies. Welcome! Welcome, this is Jane Gardner, and welcome to Solopreneur Success Strategies. And today it's Jack or Jill of All Trades Thursday, and this is what it's all about. It's about being a solopreneur who needs to know a little bit about a lot of things, and we're going to be talking about sales funnel today. So that's one of the things that we'll be talking about. So let's get started by first off telling you who I am. I'm Jane Gardner. I live with my husband in our Western Canada. We have a structural engineering firm that we've had for 20 years, and we work in our home office together. And there's many stories involved with that, but we'll talk about that another day because this is about solopreneurs. And so today we're going to be talking about, sales funnels. So we will have a lot of subjects, of course, and we'll be talking all about sales funnels. And I'm going to actually put the slides on top of this because I'm all about imperfection. So that's not going to look very good, but hey, we'll move that over a bit and you can see live what I'm doing. So anyway. Sales funnels. Last week we talked about your sales funnel and how it's important for you, for your business. And we've looked at a sample sales sort of path of sales funnel of where you bring in the traffic. Over here, you have a squeeze page, which has a free opt-in. And then you may give them a possibility of an offer and that they have to pay for. And then they download the offer. And then they get confirmed and sign up, and then they go into your email system. In the emails, they get to download the free gift, and then they get a series of emails, and in those emails, they may get other offers that might be of interest to them, and you can send them a progression of valuable emails until they decide they'd like to buy maybe one of your higher-end offers. So it's all about getting a relationship with your subscribers on your email list. And we had a very simple, crude sales funnel where the traffic comes in and gets your opt-in. And then on the first sales page, and then later, after a little bit of a relationship, you might get the front-end offer on a second sales page. And then your higher end offer will be maybe on a third sales page. But of course, you don't start there. You have lots of emails. So think about the sales funnels you've been through and what were the components and what type of funnels were compelling and you bought more and what components turned you off. So we had a look at a simple sales funnel last time that I have, and that has a sales page which goes to a shopping cart. And then you get the product. And we also had a look at the diagram of how this works. So you have a sales page, you get a trigger when they decide to buy, you go to your sales processor, you get a product or service link for the visitor, and then they also can then download the product or service from your storage and get access to that product. And as well, they will go onto your email list as a customer, of course. So that's part of your 5-step business system, which can work for you while you sleep. So I'm going to skip over most of the last week's episodes. If you'd like to listen to or look at the previous episodes about sales funnel, you can go to my YouTube channel at jgtips.com/YouTube. And you can even have a variety of offers in your sales funnel, from your front-end offer to your upsell, maybe even a downsell, they say. When someone turns down your upsell, then you might make them an offer on something that is less expensive. And then, but if they maybe like that upsell, they might go for another upsell, and they might go for another upsell. So it's all about what is the end result for the customer. So you work backwards from there when laying out your sales funnel. And so for it to be effective and efficient, you always have to be carefully tracking and measuring. And we're going to talk today about some of the ways to track and measure and how you should track your sales funnel. Because, of course, you want a sales funnel that works for you when you sleep. So you need to set it up so it'll work anytime, and all you have to do is drive the traffic to it. So that's a simple concept, I think. And so we're going to just have a look at your sales funnel and how you can work out how it's working for you. So it needs to be carefully tracked and measured in order to see whether it's working for you or not. And it's the most important thing you do in your entire sales process. It's not the actual creating of the sales card or sales page or anything else in your sales funnel. It's making sure that your sales funnel actually works. So you have to track and measure. So when you monitor each part of your funnel, you can see exactly what's working and what isn't, and what areas of the funnel need to be tightened up, or what areas of the funnel need to be tested to see what is going wrong there and why are you losing the possibility of sales. So first off, we look at the traffic sources that are coming to your sales funnel. And the landing page success depends on your traffic. So you need to know how much and where the traffic is coming from. Obviously, you're the one who's actually bringing the traffic there, as well, by doing a variety of marketing possibilities, which have been discussed previously on another episode. And you monitor your traffic statistics, and when a source of traffic isn't working, then you drop it. For example, maybe you are trying to drive traffic from Pinterest, but you're not getting any links and traffic from Pinterest, then maybe you should stop marketing to Pinterest, for example. So you should always be monitoring your traffic sources as well to make sure that all of them are valid in terms of their interest in what you have to sell or even what you have to opt in. So, for example, I think I probably have a good source of traffic from Facebook because a lot of the people I know are over there, whereas I don't think I'd have much traffic coming from Reddit or from Red Bull, which we've mentioned before, sales page, because I'm not selling sports stuff. So don't drive traffic from places that will not have any interest in what you have to sell. It's basically the takeaway from traffic sources. So then you have a look at your opt-in conversion rate. And for those of you who don't know, the conversion rate is how much traffic is driven to your landing page, and of that traffic, how many actually opt in for whatever you're offering, whether it's a free offer or if it's a sales. You have a look at what your conversion rate is. So, for example, one visitor opted in for a freebie and you got 100 visitors, which you can, of course, look at from looking at various places to measure. That would come in an hour. That's a 0.01% conversion per hour. So the conversion rate is fairly low, so you want to improve your copy maybe, or spice up your offer, or make it a limited time offer, or add to the offer. Try changing the headline first. There's many ways you can change things in your sales funnel, and you basically have to always be tweaking to see how you can increase the number of people who actually opt in for what you're offering. So, of course, you always have to be aware of what your conversion rate is, so of course you have to measure that. And then how do you test your landing page? Well, for those of you who don't know, you can split test. You can create several different landing pages in terms of changing one aspect of each of the landing pages and see which performs best. So the best performing, then you'll know that it's working better, and then you would just change your any future pages if you find that it's consistently working better. So, for example, you have to, of course, test one element at a time. Otherwise, you won't know how to compare, because it'll be like comparing apples to apples if you change 5 or 6 things on each page. So you could have, say, 5 or 2 here pages, and all you do is change the color of the button. That is where they click on to get, say, your freebie, for example. And just see, come back after a week and see which one opted in more people by having that change. Or you could do another split test on especially the headline. Changing the headline is the first thing to try. But always test one element at a time. And then you can monitor your site activity. You can see what your visitors are doing when they land on the landing pages. So when people don't spend much time on your page, it means the page isn't compelling enough for them to read. So you can monitor what your visitors are doing when you come to your site. I've done a few in Systems Saturday. I've done a few videos on the various ways you can test your pages, and one of those is Google Analytics. So you can go into the back end of your website and see what pages are of most interest to the people who are coming to your site and how much time they're spending on the site. And Google Analytics can even tell you how they came, what kind of platform, whether they came through the desktop or the iPhone or iPad, etc., as well as what country they come from. And then also you can look at what the bounce rate is. The bounce rate is the amount of time that the person is on your website page. And so a very high bounce rate means that they come to your page and leave very quickly, versus having a good bounce rate would be something that is lower. And so there's plenty of other traffic tools that you can get to track and tweak your web's landing pages. I think I also did a segment on Hotjar, which shows you the visitor behavior as each of them come to your page and how they scroll around on that page or where they get stuck, etc. So there's plenty of traffic tools you can use to monitor your actual landing page activity, and it's certainly worth doing to make sure that people are staying long enough to be able to read what you have to sell. And then you can also monitor, of course, your email sequence and the responses of your subscribers in your sales funnel. So your email autoresponder software can monitor how your subscribers are enjoying your emails. For example, do they open your email when you send out an email to them? Do they actually click on and take the offer that you have in the email? For example, if you're giving them a freebie, do they sign up for the offers? So do they go from as this subscriber list and into a customer list because they buy an offer? You can look at the unsubscribe rates as well, the email autoresponder software as well. Sometimes you can look at the demographics and other statistics if you have in your email autoresponder software. So you can get a lot of information from your email autoresponders softwares and figure out who the people are who are actually on your list. And of course, you can measure in your social media what your traffic is happening and what's it's doing when it's coming from social media. If you're sending out messages on social media, if they're coming from social media and coming to your site to look at your landing page. For example, I have a tracking tool. Which one is it? Oh, yeah, I have a tracking tool called Trackerly, which I haven't actually shown, which I should actually. You can use it for a variety of things, but it tells me that a lot of times the people are coming from Facebook posts that I do on Facebook to my website to read my article, for example, or see my video. So that would be a surprise to me, because I didn't know that many people did that from Facebook. I thought they were just interested in the news stream. So you can find out a lot of things by looking and monitoring with tools like it that will help you analyze and search for discussions and how responsive followers may be to your posts, and then that sends them to your sales funnel. As well, you can also, they also will measure for you, depending on the company, of course, the open rate, the click-through rate of people through your social media posts to your website, as well as how many register on your website for various things. So you can have a lot of measuring and tracking for your sales funnel, and you can certainly tweak it at any time. I have also this thing called a Facebook Pixel, which you can get through Facebook ads. And right now you just place it onto your website, just one, and then it'll tell you which posts and pages are most popular, because it'll list how many people have clicked on that page from a report within Facebook. So there's plenty of ways to figure out whether or not your sales funnel is working or not. So of course you have to make sure you have a sales funnel monitoring routine, whether it's you or an employee of your business. And if done regularly, you can improve and tweak your sales funnel. You should have daily, weekly, and monthly monitoring tasks to see which tests are showing good responses of traffic to your sales funnel and which aren't, so you can tweak, edit, or split test to see how you can improve your sales funnel. And so the question becomes, what would you measure at each stage of a sales funnel? And what tools will you need? And how often will you do it in your business? This is something that could be outsourced, of course, once you've set up the requirements of what kind of monitoring you want to do and get a report back. And it's basically finding out how your sales funnel is working. So let's have a look at this fairly complex sales funnel to finish off here and say, how have you built up a sales funnel for it to work? This is one actually with affiliate marketing in it, which we won't discuss right now. Maybe we should actually discuss it at some point in the Jack or Jill of all trades Thursday, because it is one of these things that a lot of people are interested in, affiliate marketing. So, but for now, as you can see, this is quite a detailed chart of a sales funnel. But if you draw it up like this and then just work backwards from the end, it'll be very easy to set it up. And there's plenty of software that you can use to do that. So I think for now, that's going to be it for sales funnels. I think I've gone over the very simple facts about sales funnels. And maybe at some point we'll look at affiliate marketing. And I'll have to check to see whether I've done Trackerly yet, because that can also be used for affiliate marketing. I might do that on Systems Saturday as a testing tool. That might be a good one for this Saturday. But for those of you who don't know, just quickly, I do have an offer on learning WordPress at jgtips.com/wpress. We had a look at WordPress previously in Jill or Jack of all trades Thursday. If you want to have a look, it's at jgtips.com/YouTube. In the previous episodes as well, we had one on pricing, how to figure out your pricing by looking at who your competitors are as well as who your customers are, and how to create a pricing strategy at jgtips.com/pricing. I have an offer, and of course I have an offer for HTML. We had a long look at HTML and how to take control of your HTML in your website at jgtips.com/HTML. So we've had a look at a variety of things so far. We have looked at pricing and some of the concepts behind pricing. You could say we've had a look at sales and email. So I'll have a look and see what we're going on to next week. We've done about 3 episodes on the sales funnel. If you're interested and want to look back, you can go to jgtips.com/YouTube, where you can subscribe, comment, or even like the YouTube channel, which is Solopreneur Success Strategies. So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And that's what we're going to do for Sales Funnel for now. If you want anything more complex, we'll have to go looking in at the tools and stuff. So maybe I'll be putting together a course for that. Thank you. Thank you for listening. This has been Jane Gardner at Solopreneur Success Strategies. Please go and subscribe at jgtips.com/programs, and also to find out about other programs as well over at jgtips.com/programs. And over there we have a free mindset magazine for you to check out at jgtips.com/mindset offer. So welcome. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you again here tomorrow, as this is a 7-day-a-week show on mindset, your customer, getting your message out on social media and on your website, talking about strategies, talking about business systems, talking about all kinds of things, including the skills that you need as a solopreneur. So please come back and subscribe at jgtips.com/programs. Thank you.